Hi, good morning, and welcome to a demo session of the AWS Cloud Automation with the help of the Python module or Python language. Right? Myself, Nagarjuna vadlakonda. I have total 11 years of IT experience. I am providing the different technologies as training like DevOps, PowerShell, pure Python. Right? So the target is I absorb a lot of resources in the trainings also absorbed. There is no end-to-end information about the AWS cloud automation for the AWS cloud automation by the Python. Why? Because Python is a universal language you can use for any type of technology. Once if you good at Python, you can work on any environment. So this is actually previously I provided in my Python training, it is a one of the part, 2 to 3 hours only I will take for the AWS. Yes, actually, this 15 hours content not possible to cover in general Python training. That's why it is an individual component. So target is very simple. Sir, what is the prerequisites? Okay, I want to learn it. What is the prerequisites? How to learn this one? Yes, for that I will see the prerequisites is know the AWS services information. Minimum information is required. What is the EC2, VPC, S3? What is a load balancer? Yes, what is a IAM? These services information, when you know about this one, that is fine. Remaining things I will cover. That's all. This is the only one thing as prerequisites. You have the what is the AWS services. This training is not AWS training, first of all. It is not AWS training. It is not AWS training. It is a training. This is a training or this batch plan is I know the AWS, but how to managing in the sense creation, deletion, managing, maintaining, and troubleshooting. Not only creation activity. If it is a creation activity, we have a Terraform. Managing simply. Managing means I want to stop and start, delete any type of activity, not only creation. So this training main theme is AWS, especially DevOps point. Really, in this area, there is no people, guys. You can search on any website for jobs. AWS boto3. There is a one module is there to automate this one. Module name is in Python. There is a one module. Module name is boto3. By this module, we can play with AWS cloud. Play with AWS cloud. So only one as a prerequisite, that is a the not expert level uh, AWS services. For example, while working with key pair, what is a key pair? You have to know why we have to use that one. What is a security group? What is a route table? Yes, I'm talking exactly easy to point only. And internet gateway. What is a public IP? What is a NIC card? And how to change the route table values. If you come to the VPC, what is a subnet? What is a CIDR? When you know this idea, when you know these terms of the cloud, then it is you can eligible to learn this training. Yes, it is not AWS training. Very clearly, I'm saying that one. We are going to do the automation of the AWS cloud by the Python. Okay, you may have one question is, sir, I don't know Python, I know AWS, then how to learn? Definitely not possible. But here the plan is this training is going to start from Thursday, guys. Thursday, Friday. This training mode is every day, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST, Monday to Friday. First session is going to start from 5th. Nothing but this is Thursday. Usually I will start every new batch on Thursday only. I mean, if I take any new batch, generally I will start from Thursday only. So closely observe Thursday, Friday, and especially this Saturday, you have a Python basics session number 1 hour, morning 7 to 8 a.m. Python basic session number 2, 1 hour, session number 2. And here Python basics, in this area, we are going to spend 3.5 hours time, 3.5 Saturday, 3.5 hours time, 3.5 hours time on this day, complete Python basics. I mean, totally 5.5 hours I am covering, apart from your general 15 hours. So these timings are morning 6:30 to 10:30 or 10. We are taking 10 or 10:30. This is a plan. So this is a weekend, only one session. Why? Because this is the extra information I am providing. Whatever the required things for the boto3. Really, if you attend these 5 hours, I'm going to cover core component, that is a open function, and next oops concept, especially class and object. Very, 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 very important hardcore is functions. In this line number 33 session only, especially in the line number 33, I am going to cover line number 33, this one. These 3.5 hours we are going to enjoy this area. So leave it about Python, guys. Why? Because if you don't know Python, I will explain to you how to manage that one. I will take care about it. But you should be good at this one. And come to the technical point. Sir, how the Python will work? I don't know anything, but I have to provide some basic information now how this Python will work. For that, I need to provide some basic information. Means, one second. Give me 1 minute. Python is very powerful. Why? Because it contains huge collection of modules. Yes, I'm audible to you. No one is giving the response. You have a mic option.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
audible,
you are
Naga.
audible.
Please
Okay.
carry on.
Yes, yes. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
So there is a even how many possible ways we have to manage the AWS cloud. Generally, we can select with the help of the browser. I mean portal. Yes, console.aws.amazon.com. We will follow this one. And another way, there is a AWS CLI also available. And so many third-party software development kits are available. Software development kits, SDK. Your Python is one of them. In the Python, there is a one module is there. The module name is boto3. But the fact here, if you consider this is a one module name, boto core, actually main concept is module name. Just try to understand. This is a name provided by Python. Boto core. Upon the boto core module, your boto3 will work and your AWS CLI will work. But we don't know what is the backend.
You are not audible, Naga.
Okay, sorry, thank you. So thank you for reminding. Okay. So your one of the module we are going to use to work with AWS cloud, that is a boto3. But actually this module depends on one more module, that is a boto core, but it is internal process. Really, which level we are going to work on that? Any type of, just whatever the privilege you have. I mean, we will create a user. For that user, if you provide any permissions, what level? you are giving the access, if you are providing a full permission, administrator permission, whatever the permissions you are providing, by that permissions we can manage or control your AWS account. Let's say take here, this is a one. For example, this is my AWS account. Already have a connectivity, guys. How to do the connectivity? Just installation of the modules and Python software. So what is the complete training meaning is very simple. What is the content we are going to see now? Just to closely observe. Even the content, if you see on the screen, it is very simple. There is a module is there. One ready-made module is there. That module name is boto3. Module is boto3, right? So this, if you consider this is a one module, boto3 is a module. Module inside one component is there. The name of that is session. Session. Actually, the name of the session is a class. I said na here one word. I will cover oops concept in one day. This word class. Yes, this is a class is a class is a one of the component in your boto3. This is for the connectivity purpose with your AWS account. I mean, where to connect, connection purpose. Then after, if you want to work with any AWS service, the terminology is important. Generally, service and resource, these two words are in any cloud, it is important. Service means whatever the cloud vendor is providing to you, that is a service. Example, AWS providing service S3 bucket. S3 is a one service name. S3 is a one service name. Storage S3 buckets. By that S3, if I create a bucket, my bucket XYZ, this is the resource. Whatever you will create, that is a resource. What Azure or AWS or GCP will provide, that is a services. So boto3 is a one module, and inside one class is there. Class, this class is nothing but connectivity purpose. Once if you create the connection, why? Because here parallel I will explain to you two things. Portal I explain, I mean in the browser I will explain. In the browser I will explain as well as command line. But even though I am giving to you, learn the minimum services on AWS. Sir, once the connectivity is ready, there is a two methods are available. One is a client method and another one is a resource method. Sir, this resource and that resource is different. Here, this is a AWS, any cloud terminology. So, so if you take boto3, there is a session is a class, connectivity purpose. For example, I want to work with S3 bucket. I want to work with EC2. Just to tell that word to your client. Client, I want to work with EC2. Client, I want to work with S3. Once if you connect or if you give this information, all S3 related operations you will get. That's all. But apart from this one, what is the course content you will get? Simply what is the topics you are going to cover, sir, end to end. Yes, the first one is a session class and client method and resource method. Generally we will call this is a high level operations. Client is a low level means not cheap one. Anything is possible, any service we can manage by client. Then this one is different, guys. This area is there is no documentation and there is no proper training anywhere, not there. So paginators to display the result. Example, in my all AWS accounts, I want to list out all stopped VMs report in a CSV file, or all running VMs information I want to get. Paginators. And one more component is a waiters. It is waiting for some operation purpose. Waiters, the name is waiters. And next one, huge collection of more than one object if you want to maintain collections. 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 That's all. This is your complete course. Complete course. That's all. If you know this services usage, lengthy one is a client, guys. It will only take 10 days. Why? Because any service, if you want to work, client is required. But without these 3 sessions, Saturday session is important here. Without this session, highly impossible to get the knowledge on the Python. So no need to learn every component in the Python, but should be at least we know everything, whatever the minimum Python. I know Python word. Before going to say that, you should attend these 3 sessions. So these three, apart from these 3 sessions, it will take, this will be 15. So Monday, again, next Monday onwards, first session. But this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this is a plan. So I'm going to cover whatever the required components for the Python. Already you have a good idea on Python. That is a great benefit to you. Great benefit to you. Otherwise, no, sir, I want to learn Python end to end. I want to get every secret of the Python. Definitely. There is a training is available. Otherwise, training. One recent batch started on 7 p.m. recently. Otherwise, one running batch. 1 second, I will show you March. Yes. This is a one running batch. Almost now session number 60. I will deliver the Python training in 80 hours, guys. So it is not a 10 days, 20 days training. Yes, you can attend upcoming training. Otherwise, you can also get the recordings with a nominal pricing only. But I am giving to you, I will cover the basics of the Python here. I am giving that whatever the required things for our boto3 module to manage the AWS cloud, end to end I will cover. But especially this line number 33 session is important. 7th July session is very, very important. Here I am going to cover hoops, functions. Functions is a key factor. Example, sir, I want to work with the one, I want to create some images. I want to create a VM. Definitely, we no need to buy heart anything. So for example, see, boto3 documentation. Reading a documentation is a one skill. Opening the document in anywhere we can search, no problem. See, boto3 is the one documentation is there. See, if you see, these all are the service names. If you closely observe, all these are the service names. I said these two are important, client and resource. Every service, you can take any service, client guarantee available to you. You can see, client guarantee available to you. Client, client. Are you able to see resource? Resource rarely available to you. Are you getting same words, whatever I said? Client, paginators, wait. Even the resource is rarely you will get. I will show you. Main services purpose only we have a resource. Technically, I will show you one example. Anywhere you can take, client is available. Paginators, client, waiters. Very rarely you will get the resource. Better to go to EC2 service. Your waiters are there, see? Yes, cloud formation is there. Here you have a resources. That's all, sir. If you know these words, how to use it, 1 to 2 days, definitely it is new thing to you. But see, I want to create a EC2 instance, but that is my requirement. I want to create a EC2 instances. I want to create 4 to 5 EMs at a time. That is my requirement. So with the client, everything is possible. EC2, 1 second, I will search Control F, EC2. Okay, client is there. Client is a low level object. Anything is possible. Creation of the instance, there is run instance or create instance is there. Create instance. I create underscore instance export. Okay, run is there otherwise. But that the training is no need to buy heart anything here. The flow, whatever we are using in regularly, there is no by heart story here. Simply, if it is not to create, there is a run instances. This is the one. See, this is a function I want to explain. I want to explain KWARGS function. See, keyword arguments is there. Keyword argument. Even if you don't know also, here very clearly they are providing to you. So this is a one, how to use it. Even if you don't know this word, every word meaning is here detail available, which is mandatory, which is optional. See, for example, black device maps optional. Otherwise, I will show you some this small round white color circle you have to see. Again, where we have one more white color one. Yeah, just go to there. That's why I said this is a one skill. This is a one skill. See, this must be we have to define image ID, instance ID must be we have to define it. See, I am going to create a EC2 instance in this region. What is the region? 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. This was disconnected. Okay, US here. US East one. Okay. Sir, I'm just explaining to you how the training is available. But don't worry about this example. I'm creating one new file. I'm saving, I want to create my EC. As import, there is a module is there. One module is there. We need to import it. The module name is already installed on my machine. boto3. This is a module. Everything. First connection. boto3 dot session. That's all. Your connection is over. Any name you can give. Connection is completed. From line number 3 only. Con dot. This is a perfect tree we have. My service name is EC2. Here you need to define region name US East 1. One day definitely it is difficult to you. Any name X. So now simple. If I'm writing print dir of X, what are the X? Why? Because for X you given power of EC2. All EC2 related actions you will get. See, all related to EC2 only. Complete your EC2 VPC. EC2 VPC. For example, if I'm writing here S3, all S3 operations you will get. See, all S3, put bucket, get bucket, log files. If I give here SNS, simple notification service information you will get. All simple notification service. If I give IAM related one. See, just only one time we have, it will take time to write. This is a user's point. How to create the user, delete the user, list the group, create the policy. Any service, just if you write in this line number 5, that's all. Sir, I want to create a VM. Yes, x.run instances. Yes, that word only there na, in the documentation. Run instances. I am providing the mandate thing. Image ID is required. Okay, I want to get one image. Which image? Image ID like a ISO image. Let me take any one of the image ID. Any one of them. Understanding purpose only. But it's a case sensitive. That is the one thing we have to write carefully. Sorry. Image ID. This is the one. And then next word. Instance type. Like T2 micro. Max count. I want to create 4 maximum, minimum count 1. It will create 1 to 4, any one of them based on your availability. See, I'm not writing anything. How I know these words? From here only I'm pick up it. There is no hidden secrets. Max count, min count, even kernel ID, monitoring, you can enable it. Yes, you can enable it. Monitoring also. Detail monitoring. There are 2 types of monitoring is there, na? Basic and from there only you can copy that. Even any one of them, I want to enable it. That's all. My function is over. This is a function ending. And here it is. See, I'm saving, I'm running this program. If we are correct, it is going to create 4 VMs. But we need to provide all the details. Minimum things only I'm providing here. No, no, no. Yes, we are getting an error. What is the error? Valid error. We have to read that error. What is the error? Connection is failed. Python network related one. Get address info is missing. 1 second. Region name equal to US East 1. US East 1, US
Yes.
East 1, hyphen I think not there, correct? What is the naming convention? Just wait. US hyphen East hyphen 1, correct? Here one more hyphen. Actually, this one is missing previously, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time we are running. Okay, do the refresh. Perfect. It is creating all 4 VMs. Just I am not showing to you only this as a one example, but this is a way you will managing. Even I want to delete the VMs. I want to list out all the VMs. For loop. For loop is there. For loop is the best choice to the requirement is not only this one. For example, sir, I have a 5 regions in there. In that 5 regions VMs, I want to stop by the Python program. Yes, just a matter of one for loop. All regions, region by region. No need to switch to region by region. If you write one program, all VMs in that region, it is going to we can move to stopped state. And I want to list out the VMs. So here data type dict will play the key role, guys. Dict will play the key role. Dict will play the key role. Definitely, the 4 session will decides to you how much you are going to good at this boto3. And come to the course content part. Yes, the completely only boto3 purely 15 hours. Fees is 1000 rupees. There is no hidden charges again. Basics of Python. Here I said 2 hours, but one session is added after that reviews from the previous members. So that extra session 3.5 hours. Actually, Saturday, Sunday, sorry, Thursday, Friday only planned, but additionally Saturday planned and timings also that are fixed. Then installation of Python software and boto3. Yes, whatever I said to you on the screen, the same words are available here. That's all. These, if you know these components of boto3, we can play with any service. Third part is important. Yes, the service names I provided here, but the service names are fixed, sir. No, depending on your requirement, I can work on any type of service, or I can explain any type of option to you. In EC2, just I written how to create the disk size, encryption, VM creation, stop the VM, start the VM, multiple VM stopping, then start all region monitoring programs and VPC level we have. S3, SNS, IM, load balancer, monitoring script. Especially this is a one Lambda function. In AWS inbuilt, we have a Lambda function is there. Na? So in the Lambda function, again, you are going to use same boto3 only. There is no other thing. In your Lambda function, again, you are going to use your boto3. Your boto3 only you are going to write. There is no other thing. See, one of the supported language here is there. Same your Lambda function, everything like your, not everything. Complete your boto3 only you will manage. Serverless. If you write and if you schedule is automatically it will trigger. So this is a final, I mean, how much subject we are getting from up to 4th point, we can put in the Azure cloud. Sorry, not Azure cloud, AWS cloud. In Azure cloud, automation account. In AWS, they will call as a Lambda function. Serverless computing option. And how to schedule by the server. So these two are important. End of the day, once we will install, we will practice once we good at this area, how to schedule and how to work with AWS. And after every live session, you will get their daily recordings, give the priority to live, completely real based. Once if you good at that Python 3 sessions. Yes, again, I'm saying that one minimum knowledge you have about the AWS services. For example, before going to explaining to EC2, I don't know EC2 really, you don't join for this training. I'm very clearly saying that one. Once if you know at least basic idea, if you know, then it is you are eligible to take this training. If you don't know anything about AWS, no, don't come to this training, guys. You have a little bit idea on AWS, EC2, S3 bucket, uh, and VPC, subnet, CIDR, then it is eligible. If I don't know anything about AWS, I don't know Python, highly impossible. If you don't know Python, I will cover this one. But it is highly whatever I'm providing to you, the 6 or 7 hours content, purely related to your boto3. But tomorrow, if you want to learn Python end to end, definitely I will suggest you take 80 hours Python training. You are planning is data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These 80 hours will play the key role. And in by default, this is not included in our Python training. Why? Because 15 hours we never going to allocate for one module in general Python training. That's why I added individually. Only for this time 7 a.m. people going to get, but this is not going to repeat again and again. Only individual part. This is completely individual part. It is not part of your general Python training. In the general Python training, you will get 2 hours only. But here almost you are getting 15 plus 5 hours training. 15 plus 5. This 5 is your choice. If you already have a good idea on Python, no need to attend Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then after, this is for the registration, guys. And you can use either QR code or my mobile number, same number only. After the payment, please share the screenshot to my WhatsApp number. And then I will add your number to one special group. Then from there, I will communicate and I will share the links to you. Right? That's all for this is a training. Guys, any queries you can ask.